It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks lengthy corner. He's been an active player on that defense with 34 tackles this year. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance looking to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Lance completes it to Aguilar. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seahawks with it 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Walker now on 1st and 10. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 27, Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Yellow, line, switch, yellow, set, go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go. Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. Officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now it's Lockett. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Block going to throw. He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
To throw it is Locke. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're going to... the 44-yard line. Block now on first down. And incomplete. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Delant's going to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this one's incomplete.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Block now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambly Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Joseph's got it. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass is caught. Hits Metcalf going across the field here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Locke. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Of course, they had the option, and well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now increase here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Kick catch interference. Kicking it.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Ready?
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they run the option on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set, go. Set, cut.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hut, hut.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And quickly, they get to the line. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the 1st down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
They'll try for the 1st with Walker.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run again with Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now to the air. Locke. He'll find Metcalf.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now here in Santa Clara. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
You got to be patient.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just now being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A give here to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Opposite, green, check pink, check right.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Joseph's got it.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now Locke and the Seahawks down 16-13. A minute 55 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lock. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Here's Lock. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up.